Our philosophies are very simple. One single answer has to be correct.
Yeah.
And it should be defendable in front of a lakh people.
We try to do this so as to keep ourselves on our toes and to take responsibility for what we are creating.
How do you decide which sources to pick up from the content?
That's a no-brainer because we are taking CAT sources.
The CAT does not just pick up from those sources. What it does, it
Shortens it.
rewrites it.
We
Same
are
thing.
doing the same.
So you brought up a very interesting point about the sources from where you are studying. You have yourself probably have curated more than 1,000 mock tests, I would assume. You would have done that.
Yeah.
You would
20,
have done
30,
that.
40 mocks every year.
And all the books that you have done with us, all the courses that you have done, you have also provided a lot of mock tests to the students to solve. What is your ideology behind creating those mock tests? How do you go about designing them, which makes them more aligned to actual CAT as opposed to the other resources which are out there in the market?
So first of all is the first angle is what does a question take you through?
Yeah.
I look at it myself as a guardian to those 3 marks when I'm writing a question. So how much I want the student to do, and I know exactly from my experience of taking the CAT exam and also knowing each question of the CAT of the last 25, 30 years back and forth, and not just CAT, aptitude left, right, center.
Yeah.
So how much does the CAT question setter guard his 3 marks? So my guarding has to be similar.
Yeah.
If he guards him, if the CAT question setter tells me that you do this in 3 steps, and if you do these 3 steps, I'm going to give you the marks. My question has to be similar to that. Right? My question has to be similar to that. Likewise, in data interpretation logical reasoning, if you analyze CAT papers of the last 30 years, forget the last 30 years, last 7-8 years, DILR has been different from what it was earlier. So if you analyze the DILR of the last 7-8 years specifically, and they're all there in my book also, the previous year CAT papers, as we know. Yeah. So typically questions require 8 to 12 steps to do. The very tough questions require around 12 steps. The easy ones require 8 steps. So if I create a question on DI or LR which is 15 steps, then it is okay for a learning experience. I might put it in my book, but I'll not put it in a mock. Because if I'm putting it in a mock, I have to have an answer to the question of the student. How do I do this in 10 minutes? Because the 100 percentile should be able to do it in around, some questions in around 8 to 10 minutes inside the exam. Right? So that is one part. Okay, how much do I guard the marks of this? So if I'm writing a DILR set for 15 marks, how many steps do I want him to do? How many schoolwork steps? And what are the 2 critical steps that through which I want to test his critical thinking? So that is where this comes in. For English, for language, reading comprehension, Meenakshi makes those questions, but I think our philosophies are very simple. One single answer has to be correct.
Yeah.
And it should be defendable in front of a lakh people.
Hi, I'm taking a free CAT 27 workshop on 1st September. If you want to know how to gain maximum advantage over your competition, this is a must join. The link is below. See you there.
How do you decide which sources to pick up from the content?
So we that's a no-brainer because we are taking CAT sources.
Okay.
Whatever is a CAT source becomes a source for, an Aeon magazine, Aeon articles. The Economist is there.
Yeah.
The Guardian newspaper is there.
Yeah.
AL Daily, Arts and Letters Daily, Philosophy Now.
You stick to those only.
I'd like to add one point there.
Together with it,
one point there. The CAT does not just pick up from those sources.
Yeah, of
what
course.
it does, it
shortens it,
rewrites it.
Yeah.
So we are doing the same thing.
We are doing the same.
Yeah.
So we are shortening it because sometimes that's the difference. If you see a passage from say 2001, 2002 or 99 and you see a passage of today or last 2-3 years, you will see there's a lot of irrelevant data in a comprehension in the older CAT passages, and therefore they were longer.
Yeah.
Whereas today's CAT, what they do is they will just put dots and that is an indication that we have removed content from here.
Yeah.
And they add content which is lower down, which is relevant to what the question is
They'll
asking.
pick up a 1200 word passage and break it down to 600.
600, 550.
So our process of creating comprehension is now the same. Yeah.
Now, together with it, of course, one correct answer, there should be no ambiguity. And also, what is the student able to learn from this passage also?
Yeah.
Is it giving him or her diversity? And the question, is it equivalent to the level of the CAT? Are you able to analyze properly? If you analyze properly, are you able to learn what is intended for the CAT exam? Because as teachers, it becomes a responsibility for us. I mean, we are not just authors, we are also teachers. So we teach the content that we write. So we are answerable. And therefore, it becomes important that that learning angle together with the ability improvement has to be there. Because if I'm saying solve 100 questions created by me or 50 RCs created by me, and then you are at a level that you are able to clear the CAT, or at least of that level, so then I have to take the responsibility to create content of that likeness. Otherwise it goes useless.
Yeah.
And
So-
that's where the one correct answer becomes very critical.
It's
Because
very-
because if you're studying, if you're in comprehension, in quants तो चलो ठीक है, मैंने ये स्टेप गलत किया, मेरा आंसर गलत आ गया, मेरे को समझ में आ गया,
Yeah.
ये स्टेप ठीक कर लूँगा तो आंसर सही हो जाएगा.
Yeah.
But in verbal, I'm choosing B, the correct answer is A, right? So what do I change in my thinking
Yeah.
before I choose my answer? And that is very important if I'm doing it from ambiguous sources, from sources where there are two answers competing with each other, which does not happen in the CAT, but is happening in the content outside.
Yeah.
The problem that happens is, how do I learn?
Yeah.
Yeah, to make questions
How do I
difficult.
decide which one, which thought should I stick to?
Yeah.
And then there's no learning out of solving.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, when we started writing, not criticizing anybody, but when we started writing, this content availability was only there in GMAT
Yeah.
US based guides.
Of course.
It was not there in Indian content.
Yeah.
So we were very clear about this. When we are doing an RC book,
Yeah.
VRC book, it took McGraw-Hill 2 years, me to tell McGraw-Hill it took me 2 years to tell them that I'm writing this.
Yeah.
Right, and then when we accepted this thing back in 2004, 2005, we were writing it. We were very clear that we have to have this aspect, that there has to be one clear answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, otherwise you are confusing the student even more.
Yeah.
Yeah, because to make it more difficult, what people do is that they make it ambiguous.
Yeah.
Because when it is ambiguous, it's difficult. But it is giving no learning to the student, and they don't
Yeah.
know how to find that one correct answer,
Absolutely.
which is needed in the exam.
And even as question writers, this happens. You frame an answer. Okay, this is my right answer. I place it on option A. Then I'm writing option B, and then I start seeing that इसको थोड़ा और close करता हूँ. और ये भी डालता हूँ, ये word डालता हूँ, ये डालता हूँ. And then you start realizing ये कोई answer उससे better हो गया.
हाँ, option B becomes better than A.
So then you have to keep the confusion without making this this.
So it
continued
happens,
effort.
and what we do sometimes, I mean, this year also we were exchanging notes, like I would prepare an RC and give to him. Okay, you see this. And he says, I have no time. I said, no, please see this. Are you finding any ambiguity? Are you finding that, because I am now feeling biased because I have created this content. So you tell me. He did the same because he was also creating a few RCs for me. So he said, okay, you see this. So we were both counter-analyzing each other and trying to find out errors, because after all, we are also human. But we try to, do this so as to keep ourselves on our toes and to take responsibility for what we are creating.
Exactly. And